Have you ever looked in the mirror and asked yourself, is this really all that God intended for my life? Have you ever sighed in the dead of night, feeling like you're alive but not truly living? You know, the difference between an ordinary life and an extraordinary one isn't found in where you were born, how you were raised, or how many mistakes you've made. It lies in who you allow God to be in your life. When you learn to let God into everything, from how you raise your children, to how you love your spouse, how you work, how you respond when you're hurt, your life begins to shift. Raise your children not just to succeed, but to become people who glorify His name. Let your marriage be more than just a shelter. Let it be a place where God's light shines. Let every word, every attitude, every decision reflect a heart that belongs to Him. You see, God isn't looking for perfection. He's looking for authenticity. No matter how many times you've fallen, if you're willing to say, God, I'm ready to start again, again and again and again, He will never give up on you. Maybe you're in a dry season right now. You've prayed, you've been faithful, you've kept your promises, but nothing's changed. But listen, just because you don't see anything doesn't mean nothing is happening. It's in those moments you're kneeling in tears where no one sees. It's when you still show up to church even when your heart is heavy. It's when you still choose to believe even when nothing makes sense. Those are the moments heaven is moving. The Psalms say, the moment you pray, the tide of the battle begins to turn. You don't need to see it with your eyes. You need to believe it with your heart. Sometimes God plants something in your heart, a dream, a mission, a calling that seems impossible. And then your mind starts pushing back. It's too big. I'm not qualified. I don't have the money, the help, or the opportunity. But you know what? If you only believe in what's easy to believe, you'll never witness a miracle. Faith isn't measured by how you feel. Faith is measured by obedience when nothing makes sense. Take one step, just one. If that door opens, take another, and again. Before long, those small steps become strides, and then you'll look back and realize, God brought me further than I ever dreamed possible. Scripture says, if we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. The problem isn't that He doesn't hear, the problem is we don't wait. David said, each morning I bring my request before God and wait with expectation. Are you expecting? Or are you just surviving, believing good things are for other people? You've got to pray like heaven heard you, speak like it's on the way, live like you're walking into the miracle. David didn't look at Goliath as impossible. He saw him as an opportunity for God to be glorified. He didn't say, he's too big. He said, he's so big I can't miss. Maybe you're hearing all of this and thinking, I've failed too much. I've done things that can't be forgiven. My opportunity is gone. Listen, God doesn't end your story with a period of failure. He's the expert in rewriting chapters that seem finished. He can take what's broken and turn it into something beautiful. If you're willing to believe, if you're bold enough to take a step, if you dare to hold on to faith when nothing makes sense, then miracles won't be far-off ideas. They'll be moments you walk into. So today, I ask you, are you willing to live an extraordinary life, not by your own strength, but by complete faith in God? Are you ready to reignite hope, rise from failure, and step into what God placed in your heart? This message isn't for people who just want to be encouraged. This is a call to the courageous, those who are willing to believe before they see, walk before they understand, and obey before they're certain. If that's you, stand up, step forward, and believe. God has already begun the work, and He will finish it gloriously. Don't limit God to what you can understand. He doesn't just do what you imagine. He does far beyond what you could even ask for.